Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to another video on the internet. And yes, I guess this technically is a somewhat normal video because I have a big project I'd like to work on. And like all of my other big projects, it has such a valuable use and purpose in the world because you might know of the Torch Desert. It is a desert which is mostly covered in torches. It's actually had all the sand removed as my protest against the fact that it isn't really a desert. That's a whole long story for another time, but there's a whole desert right here, mostly covered in torches. And I've been thinking to myself for a while, like, you know what, having a mostly covered torch desert is kind of nice, but wouldn't it be way better if we could have an entirely covered torch desert? That's what I've always thought, and that's what I'm going to be doing in today's video. So this might seem like a simple enough project, right? All we're doing is we're going to be filling in gaps in existing torches. It can't be too much effort to do, right? I mean, that's till you think about the scale of the desert, the number of torches needed, and the fact that getting torches is going to require some charcoal, because wasting coal on torches when you're making this many is sometimes a questionable decision. So we're going to be getting a lot of charcoal, a lot of sticks, and when we're placing a lot of torches, and in case you want a good estimate as to how long that's taken, on screen right now is a good estimate of all of the footage I've sent my editor and the live streams combined, and yeah, that's how long this project has taken to complete, and now you get to watch it in the form of this video, but I still have to do that great time that's on screen right now because that's coming in from the future. I'm in the past before I know what that time is. I think it's maybe, what, like 2-3 hours? So let's go and spend those hours. So the first of those hours will actually be spent chopping down trees because I need a serious amount of wood, again, both for charcoal, which we can smelt later, and also for the sticks required. And I'm actually going to be doing so to hopefully raise some money for charity, because that's right, while I chop down all of my trees, I'm going to be promoting a charity that plants trees, because you know what, this is the internet, I can do what I want. And what I want is to prevent climate change, so yeah, I'll see you in about an hour and a half or so. Oh, by the way, in case you're curious as to where that mining fatigue effect came from earlier, I do have a guardian trapped in a thing here. It took a lot of effort to get him in there, okay? And I really hate that I get fatigued every time I'm near him, even when I'm recording videos. So yeah, I'm just as annoyed as you are by that intro. But it's fine. You know, Guardian's gonna be Guardians. Or Elder Guardian's gonna be Elder Guardians. Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. And today's live stream is a really important one, because do you ever consider how you breathe oxygen every single day? Or at least, I breathe oxygen every single day. And I was thinking to myself recently, you know what? That's a good thing. You know what? Even though a lot of people shouldn't breathe oxygen every day, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't fight for the right for trees to make that happen. And that's why in today's video, I'm going to be raising money for trees the only way I know best. And I'm going to chop down some trees to raise money for trees. And we're going to be growing some trees.
Respawn point set.
I forgot that I forgot that I set that up. Because you know, I've always thought, isn't it a shame trees do all this good? When do people pay them? When was the last time you saw someone give money to a tree? It's been a long time, right? I can totally chop down this tree if I just keep jumping long enough, right? Chat, what do you reckon? Do you think it'll eventually get chopped? I reckon it has to, right? Maybe if I, like, stand at just the right point in the middle here? Yeah, right here. Come on, right? This has to chop eventually. But yeah, isn't it cool how, like, a pretty small amount of money can do such a huge thing? Like, that's the kind of power you have as an individual. If someone recommends something to me, if someone tells me they like something, I instinctively do not like it. And I don't. That's not a good trait to have as a person, right? But yeah, I'm excited to see how much this is. This is like one of the craziest streams for donations, and it's gone to a good cause too. You know, we've only been streaming for like 50-ish, 45 minutes, and it's already been many hundreds. It's been crazy. What do you think about the character creator in 1.13? I think it's a sad cash grab, but, you know, it works, apparently. Do you want to know tax intricacies? Oh, boy, am I excited to share those with you. I don't know if I'm a good human. I think, like, you could maybe argue sometimes I do good things. Maybe. But I don't know if that makes me a good human. Who would win in a fight? One 500-pound duck or 500 1-pound ducks? It's the 500-pound duck because of the, it's called, like, the cube square rule or something. 1,000 ducks would be more annoying, but the 500, the giant duck would have so much more power that it could take out more small ducks at a time. That's my final answer. You can fight me if you disagree. You can fight me with a bunch of ducks too. We passed $500 today. 500 trees. Because of a Minecraft live stream on the internet, 500 trees will be planted. 500. If you don't donate money to teamtrees.org, or via this video, which will go to teamtrees.org in one big batch, you're basically killing humanity. It's basically dead because of you, man. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm excited to count up and give a bunch of money for trees. Like, I genuinely am, like, super hyped that, like, some trees somewhere are going to exist because of this moment. This silly thing right here has resulted in something that wasn't silly. And if that's not motivational, I don't know what is. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. But for real this time. So here's what the forest looked like before we cleared it. And then here's what it looks like an hour and 45 minutes and over $500 raised for trees later. That's right, we raised money for trees while we chopped down trees. I think that's beautiful, personally. But let's go take all of this wood we've collected now, and it is a lot of wood, and let's go turn it into charcoal. And that logical place is going to be here, the mega furnace room. So I have a furnace that I built out of furnaces. I know, it's very clever, right? But no, there's actually a couple of auto smelters in here, which can take the few stacks of wood I have, as well as the glass that still has to be smelted. But it can do these things at the same time, and we can, you know, do other things such as collect lava, which I think we need to do somewhat soon. Yeah, we need to go fill up the lava areas of it anyway. So we'll throw all of our wood in here, and then we'll go do that. Actually, here's a pro tip. It's a very wasteful pro tip, but it's a pro tip nonetheless. You can actually use saplings to run a furnace, as you're going to see right here. When the lava buckets run out, these saplings will fuel it instead. Is this efficient in the slightest? No. Should you use saplings for something else? Yes, and that's why we did a whole tree stream to talk about that. But is it a fun thing to do? You better believe also yes. But yeah, for now we're just going to throw a bunch of wood into both of our furnaces, and then we're going to go get some lava. And we do have a lot of wood, by the way, so don't worry about there being a shortage. Actually, to get a little bit scientific on this counting, or it's not even scientific, just to start counting the things that we're doing right here, we have something like 22 stacks of wood so far, plus the birch logs that we're not going to burn. So 25 stacks times 64. Do that maths on the spot, show it to you on screen, and that's something along the lines of about 1,500 logs chopped in about 2 hours, which isn't really bad or really good, but still, I mean, it's going to create a lot of charcoal for only a little bit of work. Also, we get a bunch of saplings, which we can fuel the furnace with forever if we choose to. Not that we should, but you better believe we're doing it anyway. Anyway, though, now we have to go fill up 27 buckets of lava. If you don't know how we do this, then let me show you a secret. What just happened there? Because lava can seem incredibly rare in the overworld, and you can see how even a giant lava pit like this, you know, I slowly started to deplete, and I realized rather than draining it all, as fun as that might be, you know, why not go to a place where there's an infinite amount of lava? Which does sound a bit like a fantasy land, but it's just the Nether, right? I know this is going to sound like a pointless project on top of a pointless project, but I've been trying to forever now, like drain all of the lava in the Nether. Obviously, it's never going to go anywhere, but I want to see how much of a dent we can make over the course of all of the lava needs over all of our projects. That was close. I'm going to not make that mistake again. But yeah, it's pretty cool that we've restocked the furnace room so many times now, and despite all of that refilling and all of the lava we're taking, we're just not making a dent in the sea of lava that exists right here. Which again, it's, oh my god, that hurts every time I do it. But it's cool in the one sense, because it means we'll never run out of lava. It's also kind of sad in the other sense that we'll never make a decent dent in the lava pit. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. Just like that lava bucket, which, can we all have a moment of silence for the lost lava bucket, lost in the lava? Because for some reason, lava inside the bucket, entirely fine. Lava outside the bucket, gone forever, never retrievable, but whatever. So about an hour later now, and although this furnace is finished, this furnace has a lot more oak logs to smelt. And some of that's because of the glass we had to smelt. But still, it's pretty crazy to me that about an hour and a half isn't enough for this. I definitely am going to need to set up more auto smelters, because they always move a bit slower than you assume. So, you know, we could do that now, actually. So it does look the tiniest bit crowded in here now that we've got 2 more of them. But we've doubled our speed, so I think that's worthwhile. And now we've got 4 furnaces auto smelting. We probably should have 6, but I mean, like, you know, one step at a time. Let's get some more buckets of lava going first. But yeah, in maybe half an hour now, we should have all of the charcoal that we need. So I've now got more charcoal than I can physically fit into my inventory at a single time, which is perfect news to hear. It's like a little bit more than we can do right now. And yeah, the basic goal for this charcoal is to make a bunch of torches. just to reiterate the reasoning why, because, you know, it might be confusing. I might have gone over it a bit too fast earlier. Basically, the simple logic is that coal can be used to make coal blocks, which is why coal is more valuable than charcoal, whereas charcoal can only be used to make torches. So if we're going to be doing a ridiculous amount of torches, it makes sense to use charcoal rather than coal, which is a limited natural resource. And yeah, that sounds weird, but just trust me, it's true. I assure you. So now we make a bunch of torches using all of our sticks. I greatly underestimated the number of sticks required. So yeah, to make this many torches this fast, we end up with a lot of them on the ground, but again, that's a natural part of the process. And as quickly as that, we have an inventory full of torches, and we have an easy way to make a significant number more. So yeah, let's start covering the desert in some torches, shall we? So I actually want to do this in a uniform way, because you might think like, well, this is a stupid task, what does it really matter regardless? No, I want every single individual block to be covered in some torches, because it just seems logical to me that it should be like that. So rather than having any torches on the side of blocks, we'll also remove those every time we see them to have it every single torch, you know, because I want it to be the direct center of a block, which is how torches work, and I don't want it to come off the side of a block, because when it's on the side, it's a different torch model at a different angle. Again, uniformity, every single block should be lit to light level 15, and every single block should have one of these at just the same level above it, which is going a little bit insane, I will admit, but that's what we're doing here. We've committed to insanity now. Let's just make sure we can do it. So yeah, a small amount of this project is removing torches, but the vast majority of it is placing them down. And yeah, the result over here in the desert mostly is going to be unrecognizable. Like, oh no, look, it's very slightly more lit than it was before. I'll be honest, the chances of someone recognizing this are sadly quite low, but I think most of the benefits beyond filling in the gaps that we have right here are going to be in the places where there's a much lower density. Like right here, for instance, and just all the places where currently mobs spawn, we are taking the odds of a mob spawning from, you know, pretty darn low in a space where somehow we have like just enough gap for a mob to spawn in one space, sometimes, somehow, down to 0. There's going to be a 0% chance of any mobs, already anything with light levels related happening to it, because everything is going to be maxed out. Oh, also another rule that I just went through right now is that every single time we see like a block that's not sandstone or stone, you know, if we see some sand still left here, the goal of the desert was to remove every single block of sand, and although we've removed 99.99% of it, we do have to look every now and then just to make sure that there aren't any left, so that's a big part of it as well. We're not only organizing any torches left over, we're also organizing any blocks. Same with coal, I would say, actually. Like, we might as well make sure that this is removed when it needs to be. And you know what, let's just mine all of it here, if it's here anyway. Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and happy Halloween, people who exist on the internet, which is some of you. Today, for Halloween, I figured, you know what the spookiest block in Minecraft is? It's gotta be the pumpkin, right? Look at these pumpkins and tell me they're not spooky faces. As you can see, I've got a pumpkin. As you can also hopefully see now, I've got myself some shears. You take these two things together, you shear a face on the pumpkin, which is necessary, and you might not know that if you've been out of Minecraft for a while. So yeah, if you put the pumpkin on your head, then it looks, oh god, that is a bug. Okay, well, you know, we wouldn't be playing Bedrock if things like this didn't happen. How does something like this even happen? You know, it makes sense on Today, we're going to be torching up an entire desert, because you might have guessed from my inventory being so filled with torches, I've got big plans of torches today, and my big plans of torches seem really stupid on the surface, and are really stupid below the surface too. But I want to cover every single spot in my desert with torches. So that's what we're going to be doing. If you don't know already, by the way, we raised like a little under $500. YouTube takes like 30% of that. So I figured like, okay, whatever the number is, I'll add like 200, 300, whatever it is, like add some money on top. And then we'll plant 666 trees. Basically, the next time you breathe oxygen, you know, kind of on me. Kind of. I mean, princesses are just normal people that wear fancy clothing every day, so... Because, you know, no one's ever thinking like, oh yeah, I want to marry Toycat, and I want to become Miss Toycat. Although if you are, send applications. Don't send applications. I made a joke in a... I totally made a joke in a recent Third Channel video, like, hey, if you want to be my mistress, leave your applications in the comments down below. And I had far too many seemingly serious comments on that one. So, yeah, basically, Halloween, my point is, is really an opportunity where everyone gets to be a princess. And is that not a wonderful thing? I think that is. I think I have really weak willpower. I know if I eat like a whole pizza, I feel awful the day afterwards, but also pizza tastes really good, so I keep doing it. But like that's, you know, imagine that, but like I actually stuck to the point I was meant to, and then you get where I'm at. Like the amount of charcoal we've gone through already, I think we're about to hit the end of it already too. It's pretty nutty actually. Prove you're not being held hostage by and being forced to make videos. Okay, so I'll blink twice if I'm being held hostage and being forced to make videos. Okay, I can't blink ever again now. Okay, I blinked. Oh no, I must be being held hostage. My middle name is Middle, actually. I wish my middle name was Middle. If I have kids, I'm taking their middle name and I'm making it Middle. Like, haha, you get it? Because their name, it's their middle name. And it's like, so what's your middle name? Middle. Ah, that's silly. That's a joke. No, my parents just hate me. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take some jungle logs. We're going to put them in the auto smelters. And then we're going to take the jungle logs that aren't in the auto smelters. And we're going to use these for sticks. We're going to need a lot of sticks. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more of this going on. We'll do another torch stream. Okay, you know what, actually? Special announcement right now. Saturday, Friday, a day that is not this day, because I'm going on this day, we'll finish covering the torch in deserts. Covering the deserts in torches. My words aren't working today. But no, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another day, in another stream, in another life, maybe too. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Bye. Hello, I'm UBX Toy Cat, and literally 4 seconds before I started streaming, it started raining, which is the worst, because you know, nighttime's bearable by itself, but rain and nighttime, well, today's stream's gonna be fun. It's actually gonna be, I'm gonna try and do something a little bit different today, because I figured what might be fun is if we only discuss things, or try to discuss things, that we've never discussed before. I want to do like, you know, because, you know, there's obviously every stream has some parts where like, oh yeah, you can choose what to say via donation. Today is going to be entirely based on who can come up with something that is both probably interesting and also has never been spoken about before. That seems like a fun set of criteria to me. That seems like a fun set of criteria to me. That seems like a fun set of criteria to me. Do you know what No Nut November is? And if so, will you participate? Yeah, actually, this is my announcement. I have actually, you know, like, I was thinking for a while, like, is this an appropriate place to mention No Nut November? But I have actually hated, you know, nuts for a while now. You know, hazelnuts, get out of here. Peanuts in the shell, get out of here. And so, for the month of November, to raise awareness for my hatred of nuts, I will be doing No Nut November. There will be no nuts consumed by IBX Toy Cat for this beautiful month. You never answered my question about the Wellbeing AI project. I want my refund. So yeah, the world is definitely an AI simulation. It's wildly expensive to live in America, and then it's worse. It sucks. It's so much worse than the rest of the world. It's awful. The airports are dull, and like the security's worse. You have to take off your shoes. Are you a diamond sword? Because I cut off all connections between us, Karen. Please, I just want to see the kids again. Wow. Either you've got to believe that I just have awful opinions and you've got to accept them. Yeah, let's do this. We can totally fill all the gaps if we believe in ourselves. My real life pro tip is don't use Tinder though. The funny thing about memory is you don't remember the things you don't remember. Let's just keep on going, left and right, over and over again, till we find all these little gaps. No Nut November. Yeah, I have lowered my nut intake down to 0%, just because all these people on the internet keep asking me to. But yeah, so I'm going to America for Thanksgiving, and I want to know what are the benefits of Thanksgiving besides like going home to your family, because I don't have an American family. I'd like an American family. If you'd like to be my American family, send me a, you can sign up. Thank you very much for watching today's live stream. Give it your best shot. Hit it with your best shot if you want to. Don't hit it with your best shot if you think it's bad for your health. And, I don't know. Hit that notification bell if you want to see more streams. This needs to be finished, but there's just so much to be torched still. I underestimated how long this project would take, and now I pay the price. Anyway, goodbye. Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today, I'm going to be placing some torches. I don't know if I've placed enough torches yet. Is this enough to stop mob spawning? I'm not entirely certain. I honestly thought this would be like a 1-2 hour live stream. I've got a video where I make a prediction about that, and I was very, very wrong apparently. So in today's video, I'm going to try and prove current me right, and I'm going to make a bunch of torches. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. Hope you're looking forward to the live stream. I don't know, what if you could have melons, but without the texture? I mean, the trick is, you don't kill people, because murder is illegal, as we've already discussed. What's the thing that's illegal? Chat, tell me something that's illegal in your country, and I'll tell you why it should be illegal, but not all the time. And then that's why we need a black market, clearly. I find it hilarious that Kinder Eggs are illegal in America. You facepalmed yourself in Minecraft yesterday when you started to glide with your elytra. I can show you right now the exact same animation, I think. So for some reason, when you fly in Minecraft, it just vanishes now. But yeah, a certain angle. There you go, you can see it right there. But yeah, you hit yourself in the face. It's really ridiculous. Why is that a thing? Minecraft bugs. Why are Minecraft bugs a thing? Something bedrock, am I right? You just got bedrocked. Look how much hair I have. Isn't this wonderful? I think it is. Thank you, Elizabeth Shook. Are you a turtle? Because I want to harvest your eggs. I don't think I should have said that one out loud, but you know, it's true. Are you a turtle? Because I want to harvest your eggs. I ate raw flour recently. Or I think I had it mixed with water. I've been learning to cook. I've had someone who knows how cooking works teaching me how that's been going. And one of the things was mixed flour with water and was like, this looks tasty. It's not tasty. Love me some salmon. Best thing. You know, whoever invented salmon, they should win some form of award. We're gonna have to do it. This is the last thing. We literally will have to do a whole tree chopping stream, probably tomorrow. And then on Friday, because on Thursday we've got something else planned. Then on Friday, we'll do a final finishing the torches in the desert stream. And then we'll be good. I am now in front of a cave. So no, yeah, thank you very much for watching today's live stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. I want to do one of these things at the end of the videos where I appear and all of a sudden, like, I'm real and I'm big. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today I am working on this whole thing, and you know what? I've apparently placed a lot of torches, so many so that I ran out of charcoal and I ran out of the torches, and therefore to finish this ridiculous project, which, let's be honest, wasn't necessary in the beginning, but let's not say that right here in a public stream. But yeah, just to finish this project now, we've got to do some stuff. Also, there are creeper holes all over my world that have been developing while I've been doing this, because I might have lit up some charged creepers. One of the interesting things, I don't know if you know this about streaming, maybe you do, maybe you don't, you have to read the chat, and then you have to check if it's a thing you should respond to, then you have to read it out loud, then you have to respond to it. And I'm really bad at doing that sometimes, because there's so much like pouring in. But really, why did you try to rob that factory when you were 13? I mean, institutional robbery isn't really theft, right? I mean, it is, but like, it doesn't feel like it to a 13-year-old. 2 truths, 1 lie. Let's do it, chat. I want to do this. Fact number 1 is when I was in year 8, when I was 13, let's say, I got into a really big fight with someone much older than me, because I kicked them in the nuts, and they didn't like that, and despite this person being much older than me, I won the fight. Fact number 2 is I never showered naked in public. Every time we had sports where we had to shower, I avoided it, and if I had to shower, like the very few times that was a thing, I would not get naked. I would wear shorts on, and I'd just shower over the shorts and then have wet shorts. So now we're gonna go with fact number C here. Again, I've got some that like, I really don't wanna have them on the public record, though they'd be kind of fun otherwise. Fact C is when, so I did a history GCSE in the UK, so it'd have been about 14, 15, and midway through my year, they switched around the way, so instead of doing an exam, I had to do something called a controlled assessment, which was 8 hours, 4 separate times. So 32 hours worth of essay writing. So about an hour into the first one, I realized this isn't going to work for me. And I went to sleep. We got a lot of people on C, a lot of people on A. We got Zalex Den being the first on B. Yeah, it's A and C pretty much universally. So chat, let me tell you in order that fact number A was in fact true. So the second fact here about never shouted in school is actually the lie. And then fact number C, I was correct. I got an hour into my exam and I was like, I got an hour into that controlled assessment and I was like, not worth it. So yeah, everyone was incorrect. Literally, I nailed that. I nailed that in such a way that I got everyone, besides 3 people, I think it was, to guess the wrong fact. Tell me if you think this is true, because this was like a personal attack on my character. Like someone said, I sound like an American doing a British accent. Is that what I sound like? Like right now, like my normal voice. If we all believe in not giving money to Toy Cat for just long enough, then maybe we can all do it together. I believe in a world where no one gives money to Toy Cat. How long can we go? Actually, I honestly think, okay, here's a, well, there we go. You know what? This is a brutal dictatorship where you can bribe to be recognized. Apparently, all you have to do is search Toy Cat drinking stream, and then a Reddit post comes up which has a link to the thing. It's terrible. I don't recommend it. Actually, you know, I think it's great. Like this is the adorable thing about me. You know, consume too much alcohol accidentally because I used a large glass. I just go on a rant about how women are perfect, and it's like, oh, aren't you know, like most people, that's when because there's a famous phrase that's something like, oh yeah, the drunken heart speaks an inner mind or sober mind or something like that. Apparently, my thoughts. I love the gender of women. I think they're beautiful. Yeah, no, thank you very much for watching this live stream on this internet. Okay, so we've got our shulker boxes now. We're going to take both of these back over to the desert. We're going to smelt them in my big auto furnace. And we're going to pray this gives me enough charcoal to finish at least one side of that thing. I hope you're doing wonderful. And if you're not, then I'm gone now, so it's not my problem. Goodbye. So I guess I've learned my lesson with estimates again, because we're about 9 hours in, and even now it's like quite a slog to get to the end of this, because we've now finished the areas all around here. Every block has a torch on. If ones don't have torches, it's because I can't see where they are, not because there's no torches remaining. It's a very satisfying thing to see, but over there is still lots of areas without torches, meaning we need a lot of those to be done. So I'm smelting a lot of charcoal right now from a lot of that wood. I think after, you know, this next batch, because we just have so much charcoal smelting, I'm hoping after this next batch of torches, we should be more than good enough to finish the entire desert. But yeah, I guess we learned our lesson about how long something is meant to take and how long it does. But just to give you a real scale of this thing, this is the size of the desert and this is how many torches we have. I want to do a quick estimate as to how many torches we've actually gone through now, because yeah, I underestimated that as well, it seems. So to keep things simple, we'll say it starts at -400, and then the desert goes all the way over to here at about -300 at the smallest point, but it actually goes as low as -200. And then on the other axis, you can see how it's another 200 blocks across. That means there's roughly 40,000 torches, probably a bit less because of the curved edges, but then a bit more in some places. So there's about 40,000 torches, give or take, having to be placed right here. And of those 40,000, about 39,000 are unnecessary. Actually, I think it's even more than that, because you need 1 every 7th diagonal block, so you need like 4 every 49 blocks. No, you need about 4 torches for every 132 blocks, which means, yeah, about 39,000 of these 40,000 torches are unnecessary, you could say. But I choose to use the term extra rather than unnecessary. I've just realized the slang term extra totally does just mean unnecessary, right? Like over the top, unnecessary. Oh, that's why people say it. You know, today I learned a lesson, and maybe you did too. If not, then as soon as all of this is smelted, we're going to be turning the charcoal into torches, and you better believe we're going to be finishing the desert up. Side note, if you've never seen this many torches be made at once, it's a very satisfying process to see an inventory just fill up with them. Hello, I'm ABX Toy Cat, and on dark, stormy nights like this one, I think to myself, wouldn't this be a perfect time to make some charcoal, to grab some sticks, and to make a bunch of torches? So that's exactly what we're doing in today's video. If you do live in a country like this and you want kids, you should have them. I think I'm good enough at whistling that I can hurt people's ears. if I try, which is nice. Would you like to see the things I spent money on in the past week? Let's look through your search history. Even I'm scared of my search history. I have so many awful stories of that happening. This is not a story for the internet. I have a story. It's got my parents in it. It's the worst. But the internet, this is not the thing you want immortalized forever. So I'm not going to immortalize it. And instead, I'll give you my transaction history. Chat, let me know. Are you enjoying this? Are you enjoying these straight lines? Are these satisfying to you? Because if not... Actually, it is really satisfying to go back and look at. You know, if we care about the planet so much, why are we letting babies on planes is my thing. I'm off the real opinion right here that I know I don't want kids right now so badly. Like, the amount I was about to say the amount of money I'd give to not have a kid, but you can test that really easily, can't you? The amount I don't want a kid is hard to measure. I know I don't want kids so bad right now, but I know that, like, there's a chance I will later, because I know the psychology behind why people switch to wanting kids, and I know that as much as I'd like to be immune to it, I know that at some point I might not be. You'll go through a train station with a Marks and Spencer's, pick up a bag of Percy pigs, give it a whirl. There are very few people who are like, you know what, I think animals dying on a mass level is good. But then some people say, well, you know, oh no, oh god, that's the that's just the tragedy, isn't it? My stomach's been like eating itself this whole stream. I don't know what I've done wrong. I believe in stomach gods, but I don't believe in YouTube magic. But yeah, I am at the point now where we've covered every blank spot I can find with my eyes. Again, it's just so hard to spot them. I don't know why that is, but I'm just spamming the left trigger as I go here. But we've covered pretty much every block we can on this side of the bank. The entire desert biome, as it originally existed, is now a torch biome. There are more torches, more of the surface area if this is torch than was previously sand. And that's a cool achievement to have done. So this has been the Torch Project. I hope you enjoyed seeing it, because it's midnight. It's like half midnight, in fact. I have to go. I have to leave you. I have to love you and leave you, in fact. So yeah, now the entirety of the desert has been replaced with torches. I think there's probably about a 0.1% failure rate where there isn't a torch somewhere, because I covered it in such a ridiculous way. But, you know, you get the point. If we fly up and you look, you can see how there are just torches everywhere on every single block, all over the place. It's pretty ridiculous, even like here. It's a fun biome that is now torch covered, but the real question is, can you tell the difference between it covered in torches and it not covered in torches? What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide my HUD, hold my crossbar. I'm going to just give you the pure gameplay itself of now and of before I started covering in torches, and you can tell me what percentage difference did I make with this 11-ish hours of work. Yeah, right now in the background as I'm talking, we'll do music. And my big plans of torches seem really stupid on the surface, and are really stupid below the surface too. Basically, the next time you breathe oxygen, you know, kind of on me, you have to take off your shoes. Wow. You just got a bed. Are you a turtle because I want to harvest your eggs? I think I'm good enough at whistling that I can hurt people's ears. So yeah, I'd really love to know, was this a valuable use of my time? Or was this the worst use of time you've ever seen? Leave a comment down below, because I mean it's definitely the second one. Even if you can spot the difference, this was a pretty ridiculous project. Maybe you agree, and maybe you thought it was cool, or maybe you think I should get some help. And if it's the second one, you can give me help by liking this video and subscribing with notifications turned on. Smash that subscribe button, smash that bell. Break your screen so that you can have better notifications to my videos, because then you'll see more of them, and then I'll make some more money that way. Anyway, I'd appreciate that if you did that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Happy Saturday, everyone. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Or I'll see you in a video tomorrow where I think... Oh no, it's next week. But there's some fun videos coming out. Really, really fun ones. Watch all of them. Give me ad revenue. Goodbye. Good. That's a better outro. That's a better outro. Oh, I didn't hit stop. Oh, that's embarrassing. I thought I hit stop. Does F9 not... Oh, it's only stopped recording now. Ah. I have to manually hit stop streaming. I don't wanna... That's a lot of pressure, you know? Am I gonna do that? I guess I'm gonna do... Wait, actually, I closed the menu. F9 now. Goodbye.